the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
All right. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this evening the Orioles will be playing their second game today, as there's a split squad situation for the Orioles. They played earlier today in a loss to the Yankees, and this is game 2 in the evening, a dinner time start against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Folks, we played the Pirates like 6 frickin' times already this spring. I'm sick of watching them. Yeah, that's what we're doing here tonight. This is game 2 of this doubleheader today. After this game, starting tomorrow, 4 games left of exhibition games. 4. Just 2 more in Florida, I believe, and then 2 when we head back north, exhibition games against the Nationals. I think 1 in our park, 1 in their park. I think that's how it works. So, yeah, folks, Grapefruit League is wrapping up here in about 48 hours or so. It is crunch time, folks. Some of these starting pitchers are making their final starts before opening day. Max Fried went for the Yankees today, and that was likely his final showing before opening day for New York. And tonight on the mound for Baltimore, facing the Pirates, it's our own opening day starter, Mr. Trevor Rogers. Yes, Trevor Rogers, opening day starter, will get the call tonight. I do think this is his final appearance in the spring. Maybe throw some kind of side session or something. But in terms of a way we're going to watch him pitch against hitters, this is probably it until opening day. Trevor Rogers, so far in the spring, has pitched 9 innings and has given up 2 runs in those 9 innings, so an ERA of a flat 2. The whip is fantastic at .78. Just 6 hits and 1 walk in 9 innings. He has struck out 9 batters along the way, 1 per inning. He's given up 1 home run ball. On the mound for the Pirates is a right-hander by the name of Cam Sanders. He has a record of 0-1 this spring, a 4.05 ERA, but a solid whip under 1, .90 for Sanders. 6 2/3 innings on the spring, 5 hits, 1 walk. He has struck out 8. Pretty similar numbers, just Rogers has pitched a couple of more innings. Sanders because of that, has the larger ERA. But the strikeout totals, 1 walk apiece, 1 home run ball apiece. That is your pitching matchup for tonight. This is a home game, by the way. The earlier game against the Yankees was played out in Tampa at the George Steinbrenner Field, spring training home of the Yankees. This is at home. We are at the Ed Smith Stadium in Sarasota. Perfect weather at the moment, 73 degrees, partly cloudy skies. And looks like we'll get this game in with no problem. The starting lineups for the visiting Pirates: Jared Triolo will lead off and play shortstop. Our old friend Ryan O'Hearn, turn and burn. He will be in right field and he'll bat second. He's had a great spring, hitting .370 with a couple of homers and 8 RBI. Brian Reynolds, switch hitting outfielder, is going to DH for Pittsburgh tonight in the number 3 spot in the order. Henry Davis, who had no hits when we faced the Pirates last time, and I had made a giant point about that. And what did he do? First time up, he hit a home run off of who I can't remember. But since then, he's had one other hit. Henry Davis, the cleanup hitter and doing the catching, 2 for 22 on the spring. Spencer Horwitz, left-handed bat, playing first base and batting 5th. Nick York is the third baseman, who's had 4 RBI and 3 steals on the spring, hitting .282, 11 for 39. Nick York at third base. Nick Gonzalez, who was away for a while as the shortstop for Team Mexico, he'll play second base and bat 7th. Billy Cook, he had a home run off of us in a previous spring game. He's got 2 homers and 7 RBI in Grapefruit League play, hitting .258. He's playing center field and batting 8th. And Jake Mangum is in left field, batting 9th for Pittsburgh. For your Baltimore Orioles, if you were here for the game against the Yankees, you should be able to guess who's in this lineup. Maybe not the order, but the players involved. Basically, just remove the players that you saw play today, and who's left? Who's left? That's our lineup. Leading off in right field, it's Heston Kjerstad. Leody Taveras is the center fielder, batting second. Sammy Basayo will hit third and do the catching. Brian Ramos is at third base. He's been getting better as the spring has gone along. Average right now at .345, 10 hits and 29 at-bats with a home run. Ramos, the cleanup hitter. Jeremiah Jackson batting 5th and playing second base again today. John Kinsey Noel gets a start at first base. Limited at-bats, but he's hit .375 in his opportunities, 6 for 16. Tyro Estrada, he hasn't done so well. He's mainly DH'd. He will again here, batting 7th. Just 2 hits and 22 at-bats for Estrada. Weston Wilson has had a pretty good spring, but the average has dipped here down to .250. He'll bat 8th and play left field. And finally, Luis Vasquez, who's been around for a few years as our backup infielder that we've been stashing in AAA for a while. Luis Vasquez is hitting .308, 4 for 13 with 3 RBI and a stolen base so far this spring. All right, folks, we have just reached the 6 o'clock hour on the East Coast of the U.S. First pitch should be 5 minutes away. Folks, once again, just to acknowledge about this time yesterday, actually about 22 hours ago, not quite a full day yet, that this channel, and this will be the last I make a mention of it, but, it's within 24 hours of it happening. Cheers to the channel hitting 1 million views in its 2 years of covering Orioles baseball, with a little bit of spring training for season 3 thrown in. Not seeing the beginning of this ball game. Just prepare yourselves, folks. Oh, wait a minute. We have something here. We got something. All right. All right. We got options. Looks like we got options. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. What are you worried about? Trevor Rogers is making his way from the bullpen, not to the mound. He's over, looks like in the right field corner. That might be footage from earlier this afternoon. Again, the Orioles are at home. The weather looks fantastic. Just a couple of games left here at the Ed Smith Stadium before we pack up everything and head north. Sammy Basayo's got his catching gear on. All right, commercial break in progress. When we come back, we should have first pitch. Hey, we've got one person over on the vertical side. Hello there, one person. Is that Richard I'm reading? My vision is terrible. Looks like a Richard. How you doing, buddy? Folks, we got two ways to watch on my channel here. I've introduced for this new season a vertical stream, up and down, like when you're holding your phone, that shape. So if you're using a phone or a tablet and you prefer the vertical view, there's a second stream available. Just go to my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it. The two streams I run, they're both basically titled the same, but one will be named vertical, and the other just won't say anything. It'll just be plain, which is the horizontal. This is Baltimore Orioles versus Pittsburgh Pirates live play-by-play, March 19th, 2026, Rogers' last go, which again, I think this is going to be the final spring start for Trevor Rogers. We're hoping to see 5 innings from him today, maybe even get into the 6th. I mean, he is, after all, our opening day starter. We want him to go more than 5 innings on opening day. We'd like to see him go 6. My mic is cutting out. Oh, no. Well, let's see if we get more than one report on that. Folks, is my mic cutting out for you? It sounds absolutely perfect to me on replay. Might be on your end. It's okay now. All right. What was it? Hello, Charles. How you doing, buddy? Alexis here, George, Ronnie, Phantom, Chawa. Good to see everybody. Alan over there on the vertical side says he can hear. Good. Trevor Rogers. Why do I hear 2? I can hear like 2 games being called at the same time. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. We're underway, folks. First pitch of the ball game is hit in the air. First base side and foul ground. The catcher, Basayo, right in front of the Oriole dugout, makes the catch. And that's how this starts. 1 pitch, 1 out for Trevor Rogers. All right, let me work on getting this. Well, first, let me just refresh this in-game information. All right, the second batter is Ryan O'Hearn. That was Triolo making that 1 pitch out for the Pirates. Ryan O'Hearn takes ball 1. One-0 from Rogers is right in there for a strike. Fastball at 93. 1-1 pitch is high. And, oh, it looks like I'm actually blocking again my text at the bottom of the screen. Move that up here. Move that down a little bit. Okay. We got a count of 3 balls and a strike now on Ryan O'Hearn. 1 out in the top of the first. And the 3-1. That is hit in the air. Center field and deep. Back onto the track. The catch is made out there in center field by Leody Taveras. O'Hearn is down, 2 away in the inning. I was buffering a bit. That does seem to be an issue lately. Folks, it's a base hit up the middle for Brian Reynolds off of Trevor Rogers. And Rogers looks to be okay. Folks, stream went down for a minute. Hopefully it's just the one time tonight. But if you can hear me, let me know you can hear me right now. Henry Davis is coming up to hit. 2 outs, runner at first. First pitch is a strike. Bottom of the zone, a slider from Rogers. Folks, I'm back. Okay, let's try to stay back. It's cutting out a lot still. A lot. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2 on Davis. Phantom hears me fine. I'm getting conflicting reports. Alexa seems to have the worst report. The count is a ball and 2 strikes on Davis. And the 1-2 outside. 2 down, 2-2 the count on Henry Davis. A runner at first base for Pittsburgh on a single up the middle by Reynolds. Here's a comebacker to Rogers. He will take it halfway to first, underhand flip to Noel, and that will end the inning. So Rogers did give up a hit, but he only threw about maybe 12 or 13 pitches there. We go to the second inning, no score. Yeah, folks, believe me, I'm not too pleased with the inability to consistently run a stream without some kind of buffering issue or access to the game issue. I'm just crossing my fingers that it's a spring training thing more than anything else. I'm banking on it. Again, the World Baseball Classic seems like a good example. Those games didn't have any issues. And those are games with much larger audiences, broadcast all over the world. I feel like these spring games, I don't know. I don't even know what the technical jargon would be to describe it, but like there's just not as much, like, I don't know, whatever it costs to send a signal out for these games. It's like they're using the bargain version. It's like a used car. Anyway, I digress. Folks can hear me. You guys want to do a lag check? Yay! A lag check. Woohoo! Fun. Here we go. The number tonight is 0. The number is 0. Put a 0 in the chat real fast, folks. It'll be Kjerstad, Taveras, and Basayo to come up here to bat in the first inning for the Orioles. There's Bam. That's not too bad. George is in. About 6 or 7 seconds. That's only 1 or 2 seconds slower than normal. Any zeros coming in later than this, and I would just ask everybody maybe to refresh things on their end, see if it helps. Cam Sanders is on to begin the ball game for the Pirates, and the first pitch to Kjerstad is ball one. Folks, Silent J. 1-0 pitch is fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Do I need to refresh this again too? My goodness gracious. Kjerstad had a nice start to the spring. Has cooled down. And I had Kjerstad as the front runner in the battle, I think, that exists for one spot between him and Dylan Beavers on the team. But the past week, I've shifted toward Beavers now. It's 2-2 on Kjerstad, but it's still not quite. I think it's still a decision they haven't made up yet. But if I'm then, I'm leaning Beavers right now. 2-2 after a foul ball by Kjerstad. You know, a good game can go a long way. Kjerstad about to see his 6th pitch here. If he can get a nice result, it would help him. There's a low pitch for ball 3. Okay. All right. We got a full count. Kjerstad, first batter of the night for the Orioles, is about to see the 7th pitch from Sanders. Here it is. Swing and a miss. On a cutter. Who's the better fielder? If you're comparing anybody to Kjerstad, odds are it's the other guy. In this case, Beavers would be the better fielder. Beavers has been playing some center field this spring. Kjerstad will never see center field ever. So that's the only measurement you need to know which one is the better defender. Here is Leody Taveras. First pitch is ball 1. That sounded good off the bat. It's traveling to center field pretty deep, but in front of the track, a catch is made out there for out number 2. Taveras trying to muscle up, but going to the deepest part of the yard there. A fly ball out to Billy Cook. 2 away in the inning for Sammy Basayo. Folks, we love Sammy, don't we? There's a cutter for strike 1 to Basayo. Folks, the lineup we saw today against the Yankees looked like the lineup I think we might see opening day, save for one particular difference, and that's Basayo left out of the lineup for Mountcastle at the DH spot against, well, first of all, we were facing Max Fried. So, yeah, knowing a lefty was going for the Yankees and a righty was going for the Pirates, and a split squad game where Rutschman and Basayo can both start, they're not going to make the same lineup. Sammy's playing against the righty here. I think he will be the DH on opening day. I think he should be. The count is 0-2 on Basayo. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the first. And he lays off a sinker low for ball 1. John Kinsey Noel's on deck behind him. And I mean literally behind Basayo, if you're watching along with me right now. If I'm the pitcher, I'm asking the ump to maybe ask Noel to maybe move to his right a few steps. You're kind of in my line of view. You're a distraction. Get out of my view. Sanders doesn't seem to care. 2-2 pitch. Hit hard to left. That ball's going to slice foul down in the corner. Sammy knows he was just a little late on that one. Look at that stare of his. I tell you what, Sammy's got the eyes. The eyes of a slugger. 2-2 pitch. That one's lefted off to right field. It's going back, and that ball's gonna go! Bye, birdie! Slamming Sammy B. His second spring home run. I told you it's in the eyes. The eyes of a slugger. The Orioles are on the board here in the first. It's 1-0. Oh, Sammy. By the way, I misidentified who's on deck. Brian Ramos was the on-deck batter. He's up to hit now. John Kinsey Noel, a couple of batters behind. 0-1 pitch to Ramos is a foul tip into the glove of the catcher, 0-2. Sammy Basayo with a home run. We don't have a measurement on it. It wasn't a moonshot, but it was a legit homer. Not a cheapie. 1-2 now on Ramos. A pitch outside from... Who's this guy? Sanders. Colonel Sanders. Oh, did I forget to turn... Yep, I did. I forgot to turn my sound effects back on. That was a Basayo home run, folks.
It's magic, you know.
Ramos ends the inning striking out. We go to the second. The Orioles, on a home run by Sammy Basayo, lead it 1-0. All right. Yay. Alan is doing a one-man show in the vertical chat. We'll try to get you a buddy over there, Alan. I know the vertical side is looking a little small. In fact, right now, there aren't a whole lot of people watching. I don't get it. You mean to tell me we had way more people watching a weekday afternoon game than an evening game? What, none of you had jobs? And now everybody's just, what? What are you watching, Wheel of Fortune or some crap? What the hell are you watching at 6:20? Everybody should be here. The Orioles are on. Damn it. Basayo went deep. Damn it. Anyway. Scoreboard. You need an update, don't you? Still says nothing, doesn't it? What is the deal? Oh, what is the deal? It's 1-0 Baltimore, folks. Almost to 20 likes. Let's go. All right. Second inning of work for Rogers. First pitch swinging. Spencer Horwitz with an opposite field base hit to left. Horwitz wasting no time, and the Pirates have the tying run on with nobody out. Horwitz was struggling and still struggles. After that hit, he's hitting just 138 in camp. Here is Nick York. What are you, peppermint patty or something? York. First pitch is ball one from Rogers to York. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. A changeup way low and away. York thought that ball was going to get into the zone. It was not close. Boy, that wind is a problem again here. It is blowing hard from left to right. So hitting a ball out to left, not an easy accomplishment. Asayo went to right field with the home run, and yeah, I think left-handed batters have an advantage here in this one. 2-1 on York. Pop straight up. Second baseman Jeremiah had to go about 40 feet or so before making this catch in shallow right field. First out of the inning, and Nick Gonzalez is coming up. .260 average, 5 homers and 30 RBI last season for the Pirates. Not an everyday player, but I think they're looking at him as being one this season. First pitch is in the dirt to Gonzalez. Rogers goes into his set position, and the wind-up and pitch is fouled away. Plenty of sunshine here in the early evening still. One pitch. That's hit in the air to center. Taveras doesn't have to move too far. Makes the catch. 2 down. Taveras checking on his little cheat card to see how to position himself for the next batter, Billy Cook. Cook had a home run against us the last time we've played these guys, just a few days ago. Here's a hard hit ball into the hole, left field, a base hit. So Horwitz will stop at second. Cook is on with a 2-out single. 2 batters are on for Jake Mangum, the number 9 hitter. Mangum, I believe, is a switch hitter, batting right-handed here. Played for Tampa last year. Had a good average, 296. Not a whole lot of power. I suppose that's why you bat him 9th. 2 down, 2 on. First pitch, and Mangum going opposite field. It's going to slice out of play for strike 1. Charm City chat, you're still alive, right? Or has the chat stopped working? Nobody seems to be talking. Everybody is stunned. Rogers looks at the runner at second. The pitch. That's hit into right field. That could be trouble. Get foul. That is a fair... Oh, it is a foul ball. Oh, my. Oh, that was close. I was just about to say it was fair. It did just drop foul. Very lucky. If that ball lands on the chalk, 2 runs come in and we're losing. Instead, there's 2 strikes with 2 down on the batter and a chance to keep a 1-0 lead. Rogers about to throw his 24th pitch here in the second inning. He's thrown about 12 per inning. That's got to be strike 3. Wait a minute. All right, no, ABS this. They called that a ball? Or is that strike 3? Okay, so it's strike 3. Forget it. It was strike 3. I knew it all the way. The inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
The pitch was taken, and a throw down to second base got away, but there was no hurry from the umps on the field to call the play dead and say there was a strikeout. You can stop playing now. But indeed, it was strike three. For a moment, I thought we would have to challenge, and I'm like, don't you dare not challenge that call if it was called a ball. But yeah, that's strike three. Trevor Rogers is through 2 innings now. That's his first strikeout of the day. He's given up 3 hits, but no walks. And most importantly, no runs. Bottom of the second coming up. It'll be Jeremiah, John Kinsey Noel, and Tyro Estrada for your Baltimore Orioles. Folks, you know what I'd like to hear right now? I'd like to hear from you right now in the Charm City chat. Tell me why you love your Baltimore Orioles. What do you love about the Orioles? What is it? Let me know. Can you say it in a short enough comment that'll fit in one comment? I don't know. I feel like if I was asked that question, I wouldn't be able to squeeze my answer into one comment. It's a tough question, folks. What do you love about the Orioles? Is that Dylan Beavers mic'd up? The Beeve is getting interviewed by the Masson broadcast team. Good to see you, buddy.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
Folks, we're up to a couple of dozen likes, just about. Pushing up toward 30. We had over 50 likes in the first game today, so if we can do that again today, that's 100 likes. That's pretty damn good for spring training. 2 games or not. Is that Gregory Soto out there? Holy cow. Gregory Soto is on the mound for the Pirates. First pitch is a changeup at 90 miles an hour in the dirt. Former Oriole Gregory Soto is on the mound right now for the Pirates. We traded him to the Mets at the deadline last season. Here's a line drive, base hit into left field by Jeremiah Jackson.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Welcome back, Gregory. Edward Bowers is an Oriole fan through the good times and the bad. We've had good times. Good times. Anytime you need a place. Good times. Anytime you need a friend. Good times. Hey, John Kinsey Noel is up, folks. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Swing and a miss on a 1-0 pitch to Big Christmas. John Kinsey Noel is at the plate. A very large man. Walking in a winter wonderland. It fouled away. It's 1-2 on Noel. Hark the herald angels sing. Glory to the newborn King. Come on, folks. Christmas carols in late March. Who's down? It's 1-2 on Noel. And this ball's hit to center field and deep. Going back, looking up. That ball's to the batter's eye. Bye, birdie. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas! John Kinsey Noel goes deep to center field. It's a 2-run shot, and the Orioles lead it 3-0. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Oh, ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Oh, ho, 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 ho. And what would you like for Christmas, little boy? Here is Thairo Estrada. First pitch was a ball, and the next one is a strike. Thank you, Gregory Soto. Nice doing business with you. 3-0 Orioles in the second. This 1-1 pitch is outside by a lot. Gregory Soto is looking very Gregory Soto-y. 2-1 pitch. That one just got a little piece. Estrada fouled it away. 2-2. Folks, John Kinsey. Noel is now hitting .412 in the spring. How do we hang on to this guy? Here's a little dribbler to third, but it's a foul ball. I guess off the foot of Thairo Estrada. Christmas, baby, please come home. Let's sing and deck the halls. But it seems like Christmas at all. 2-2 pitch to Estrada is in the dirt. Full count. Nobody out here. The Orioles have 2 runs in. They lead it 3-0. Dylan Beavers has a nickname according to the Masson broadcast team. He's known by his teammates apparently as Lady Gaga. What an unfortunate position there. Estrada strikes out on a curveball. 1 away here in the second inning. I mean, you do have the last name Beavers. Surely they can do better. Weston Wilson takes a slider for a called strike. Wilson with the Phillies last year. Hit just under the Mendoza line in 54 games. That ball's lifted to left center field. That ball is going to be chased down out there on the run near the warning track by Jake Mangum. Second out of the inning, that ball was smoked off Soto. He is lucky to get away with that one. Moving on, it is the number 9 hitter, Luis Vasquez. Phantom is asking why, and I don't know what answer to give. What's the question? Why what? Why do I sing these stupid songs? Hey, folks, we got a shot of the new lounge. Folks, don't you want to spend $400 to see the Orioles while you play ping pong behind a glass window? Here's a ground ball to second. The throw is offline, but the first baseman, O'Hearn, able to apply the O'Hearn's in right field. Sorry. First baseman, Horwitz, applies the tag to retire Vasquez. So the Orioles go down, but a 2-run homer in the inning. A single by Jeremiah Jackson started it, and then Noel followed it up with a 2-run bomb to straightaway center field. At the end of 2, it's the Orioles 3 and the Pirates nothing. They need to provide more information than just he's Lady Gaga. I'm not calling him that. Are you nuts? You're gonna have to provide a little more context. I'm not just gonna roll with that. What's next? Now we gotta call. Now we gotta call somebody like Tyler Ward, Sabrina Carpenter, or something. I don't know. That's all I got. I need a lucky. My coffee to nicotine ratio right now, suffering. Folks, make sure they donate my body to science. I'm telling you, when they cut me open, it's just going to be coffee beans and cigarette ash Folks, grab a 20 game pack. All right. I'll buy a pack of 20 something. Luckies. All right, Rogers into his third inning of work. First pitch to Triolo is inside. Top of the order for the Pirates. Triolo 0 for 1. 1-0 is a slider. Tried a back door. It's outside. 2-0. That don't make no sense. Two-0 is low. 3-0. Rogers falling behind to the leadoff man. Needs to get back in the zone here. Caught singing in the shower. Like Bad Romance. Oh. That's like the only song I know. Oh, Poker Face. That was the other one. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count on Triolo. Rogers fell behind 3-0, and he's right back in it. That's what an ace can do. Doesn't let a 3-0 count get him down. Here's a ground ball to third. Should be a play for Ramos. Over to first in time. And that's your first out here at the top of the third. Rogers on 30 pitches. Ryan O'Hearn, our old buddy, coming up. He's 0 for 1. Ma, poker face, ma, poker face. Ma. God, I remember when that song came out. I'm like, when is this going to stop? Like, all right, it's catchy. I need to hear it every 18 and a half minutes? No. Here's a called strike 2. 0-2 on O'Hearn. Ah, Ryan O'Hearn. I wonder what he did on St. Patty's Day. The 0-2 pitch. Ooh, called strike 3, bottom of the zone. O'Hearn gives Rogers a little look before walking away.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I'll be honest, O'Hearn might have had a reason to try to challenge a pitch that looked a bit low, but maybe he wanted to make Rogers look good. O'Hearn's job is safe. Doesn't really matter that result to him. Hey, it's ball 1 to Brian Reynolds, and I got to tell you, that pitch looked like the one that struck out O'Hearn. They're going to challenge this. The Orioles are. And I guess if the last pitch was called a strike, they feel like this one should be too. I think it's low. If that last one was low, this one was low. Hey, we got the bottom of the zone. That worked out.
Great success. Great success.
The Orioles win a challenge. It's a strike.
Great success.
You like it, Phantom?
Great success.
So the count is 0-1 on Reynolds. 2 down, nobody on base. And that one is low. No challenge here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, yeah. Well, the thing with me, there's a called strike. 1-2 on Reynolds. I guess there is a bit of a lag. My biggest embarrassment caught singing is belting out Dancing Queen when I thought I was alone. Folks, I used to be a closet ABBA fan back in my late high school, college years. Because, I was a 90s hipster listening to alternative rock, lo-fi indie rock. All kinds of stuff. I was cool, but I thought ABBA was freaking great. And where was I? I was caught singing Dancing Queen. I might have even been moving around a little bit. Kind of getting into it a little bit. I can't help it, folks. No, I'm not going to start. 1-2 the count on Reynolds. Rogers was just standing out there for a bit, and now Basayo's going to jog out, and Rogers is doing the talking right now. Dancing Queen is a decent. It is an all-time classic. It is an instant make the room feel like fun kind of a song. How does that song not put you in an instant good mood? I gotta ask. This pitch is inside. 2-2 on Reynolds. 2 out, bases empty. We're in the top of the third. 3-0 Baltimore. How do you think the ABS challenge system's working so far? I think it's working pretty good. I'm happy we have it. I'm looking forward to watching sort of the drama that's going to come with it, because there will be drama. When to use it. I still think some umpires are going to... This pitch is swung on and missed. The 3-2 to Reynolds. Rogers goes off speed. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Carole King. I need to be reminded. What did she sing? Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Is that Carole King? Or is that like Karen Carpenter? Under my feet, so far away. No, what is that? I might need a lesson on some Carole King. One more? That is the Carpenters? Okay. I thought maybe that was Karen Carpenter. I don't know. Some 70s broad. It's a little bit before my time. I do have a lot of music from that era in my collection, but I don't have any Carole King, I got to admit. I figured it was a sad... I mean, Carpenter's always had those, like, sad songs. It's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Oh, yeah, now I know the voice. Something inside dying, let me Is that accurate? Sorry, Carol. Hey, Mike Clevenger. A right-hander is on in relief for the Pirates. 8 games with the White Sox last season, put up an ERA of about 8. He's got the top of the Oriole order up. It's Kjerstad, and first pitch is fouled off into the first or second row of the stands along the left field line. It's too late, baby. Yeah, it's too late. Hey, we've got photos of Heston. Is that his mom? Okay. 0-1 pitch. That is off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, we need absolute silence in the chat. Quiet. Silent J is hitting. Not lately, but let's hope he does. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Kjerstad is currently at 205 on that average. Another 0 for here. We'll be looking at the Mendoza line. Clevenger goes into his windup. He's got a herky-jerky delivery. That pitch is low. It's 2-2. This guy's got the arm sleeve tattoo, a big old head of hair, you know. He's keeping up with all the trends. He's really jumpy out there on the mound. That pitch is hit on the ground. Second base, slow roller. And Kjerstad is out. He's 0 for 2. And again, now hitting on the Mendoza line. And even 200 this spring for Kjerstad. He is like 0 for his last 15 or so, I want to say. Maybe one hit mixed in there somewhere, but it's been probably about 5 games without much from Kjerstad in a row. Here's Taveras. He shows bunt and brings the bat head back. That pitch is all the way to the backstop for ball 1. Taveras. He's hitting just 200 at the moment. Clevenger dancing there on the rubber. Here comes the 1-0. Tries to hit the outside corner. It's off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. The sun is starting to set out here. Could make a fly ball a little bit difficult depending on where you are. Ryan O'Hearn is in right field and the sun is in his eyes. Pitch outside, 3-0 on Taveras. We got Sammy Basayo, who's got a home run already today, waiting on deck. You know, I feel like I had a hot start to the spring and I've tapered off. 3-0. There's a called strike. I don't feel like Taveras has had as many plate appearances though as Kjerstad, right? Maybe about 60% or so of Kjerstad's like in the 30s. I think Taveras is in the 20s on at bats. Hey, he drew ball 4. Taveras draws a 1-out walk with Basayo coming up.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Sammy. Sammy.
1 on, 1 out for Basayo. Home run his last time. And again, I mis-ID'd him the first time, but Brian Ramos, the on-deck hitter, I can't believe nobody from the Pirates is complaining about where he's standing in the on-deck circle. He's basically just a few feet from being directly behind home plate. Sammy drives another one to right. Forget about it. That ball's gone in a hurry. Bye, birdie. Slamming Sammy Basayo. Muscles up. It's too easy. Holy cow, a 2-run bomb to right. The Orioles have got the long ball working today. It's 5-0. Folks,
It's magic, you know. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
get him in that opening day lineup. Get him in that opening day lineup. We've got big plans for Sammy. Oh, that swing looked too easy. That ball hit off an 18-wheeler beyond the right field wall. Ramos at the plate and an 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He's gone on 3 pitches. Ramos is 0 for 2. Jeremiah's coming up. He's got a base hit scored on the Noel home run his last time. 5-0 Orioles. We're only in the third with 3 home runs on the board. Do I remember Jim Tomei? The guy had like 600 home runs. Yeah, I remember him. First pitch to Jeremiah is inside for ball 1. He can still be Rookie of the Year. Yes, he can. He needs to be playing a lot, though. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. A cutter that dipped a little there at the end. Jeremiah swung over it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, base is empty. 2 runs in for the Orioles. They've scored in every inning so far, haven't they? Yes, they have. 1-1 pitch is low. Toronto beat the Yankees by 11 in a split squad game for New York. That's good to hear. Swing and a miss by Jeremiah. 2-2 the count on the Bullfrog.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep, I hope that's the baseline, Phantom. I hope that's the baseline. I don't want to see him play less than that. I wouldn't mind if he played more. It's just a matter of time. Even if this first full season for him, the average isn't great. Just you know, the more you play him, the quicker he's going to get to that stage where he's one of the top sluggers in this league. I might sound like I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm not really putting the kind of label on any of our other young stars like I have been with Basayo. The dude is just a masher. 2-2 pitch to Jeremiah is low. We got a full count. Again, it's all in those eyes. I wish I could explain it more. A guy just sees a pitch coming in like it's his job to hit the crap out of it. Here's a ground ball hit to third on 1 bounce. Throw across is low. Dug out there nicely by Horwitz. Nice scoop job there at first base to save a would-be error. The inning is over, but Basayo, for the second time in 3 innings today, hits a bomb to right. His second and third home runs of the spring here today. At the end of 3, it's the Orioles 5 and the Pirates zilch. So far, so good, folks. Hey! How's everybody doing? We have a few dozen people hanging out on the horizontal side. Folks, we have a break in the action. Would you mind if I took this time to, instead of, I don't know, promoting some betting website or some other garbage like that, do you mind if I just ask that you folks watching right now hit the like button, the thumbs up at the bottom of your screen, your phone, your tablet, whatever you're on. We can get those likes up to 30 here before the next pitch of the next inning. If those who have yet to do it chip in. The rest of us here would appreciate it, wouldn't we, folks? Yes, we would. Just 2 likes away now from 30. Thank you. Next game on the channel is a night game tomorrow. I believe a 6:30 start time, and I am forgetting who the opponent is. I need to go back and look. It's the Yankees. It's the Yankees again. Tomorrow evening, folks, half an hour later than tonight's start time. 6:35 is first pitch. I'll be on the air at 6:20 p.m. Our last spring game against the Bronx Bombers. It's again going to be at Steinbrenner Field for the second straight day, but we'll have our full squad for that one, I think. We then play the Phillies on Saturday. That should be the final game down here in Florida. And then Sunday and Monday, exhibition games against the Nationals, home and away, up north. All right, first pitch strike to Henry Davis of the Pirates. Rogers is out here for inning number 4. And the Pirate catcher takes high to make the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Davis. Swing and a miss. Sweeper from Rogers. Davis grounded out in the first inning. He takes low, 2-2. Just 4 hits for the Orioles, but they've got 5 runs on the board. They have not left anybody on base. Oh, you gotta love that. 2-2 is outside, full count. Don't want to walk that leadoff guy, even with a 5-run lead. Especially for a guy hitting in the 100s. That ball's hit out hard to left field. Long run, and it's going to drop down for a base hit. Weston Wilson, I'm not sure about the route he took on this ball. He kind of went on a straight line right to left. Or left to right from his point of view. And then that ball just kind of dropped in front of him. Here's Spencer Horwitz, a single in the second inning, 1 for 1. He takes inside, ball 1. Hey, there's a shot at Albanez. He doesn't have the sunglasses on. Pitch number 48 of the evening for Rogers is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chances said, I hit that like button like a Gunnar Henderson goner to right field. All right. You smacked it. You gave it a poke. I appreciate it. 1-1 pitch is over the plate but low. 2-1. Pitch popped up. Center field. Tavares went back a little bit and now it comes in a couple of steps to make the catch. Routine fly ball to center for the first out here in the top of the 4th. Nick York will come up to hit. He is 0 for 1. All right, so tomorrow just the 1 game, and it's the evening game. So I can actually kind of sleep like normal tonight or tomorrow night or whatever the hell it is. Let's see, 6:30, got to be up by 5:30. Yeah, go to bed by like 10 o'clock. I'm good. Fantastic. Let's go. 0-1 pitch to York. Hit in the air. Right field. Long run to the warning track at the wall. Kjerstad makes the catch. The throw back into second. The runner retreating to first. 2 down in the inning. Kjerstad makes, what for him is a difficult catch. May not be for the average right fielder, but for him that was tough, and he made the catch. 2 down, runner at first. For Nick Gonzalez. "52 pitches for Rogers. The pitch count's doing just fine. And a first pitch foul ball by Gonzalez. Folks, it won't be long before I'm going to start taking a closer look at the schedule, the regular season schedule. Looking at the strength of the schedule, looking at pitching matchups, everything. Everything's going to be real here. Everything's going to be real here pretty soon. It's 1-1 now on Gonzalez. 2 down, runner at first for Pittsburgh. It's time to start looking ahead. the future. Folks, I'm doing all right, and I have a good chat. The future's so bright, I gotta wear the hat. I gotta wear the hat. I'm doing all right. Got a good chat. The future's so bright. I gotta wear the hat. I gotta wear the hat. 1-2 on Gonzalez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Rogers with the punch out. The inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Rogers has not walked anybody, has scattered 4 hits over 4 innings, no runs. The spring ERA is down to 1.38. The same low-ass ERA he was carrying for most of last season. Is this real? It cannot be real. You can't just willy-nilly just come out of nowhere and be a guy with a sub-2 ERA. Instead of watching possibly 3 NHL games, all of them are blacked out because they're on a channel that I pay money for, but it is not available in my viewing region, so I get none of them. That sounds fair. Hey, guess what? It's not so bad. You're here, and this is free every day. How about that? Hey, it's the Pirates. Hey, I would not be counting out the Pirates to make some noise in their division this season. I mean, you're already talking about a pretty formidable rotation. Paul Skeens is not a bad ace to have. And their other arms are pretty good. They may not have the kind of reputation around the league or around, fans who aren't following the Pirates, but they've got a solid rotation. They really were just a terrible offense last year and most years. But this offseason, they went out and they added. They got Brandon Lau. That's a lot of power from a second baseman. They went out and got Marcell Ozuna. He had a down year last year, but if he's just going to DH, if he can return to his form, that guy puts up like a 900 OPS when he's on. They got Ryan O'Hearn locked into a 2-year deal. I think we both know that O'Hearn's going to help this offense out. And, if guys like Brian Reynolds can have another solid year, probably on the back end of his career now, backside. O'Neal Cruz is still a guy that if they can just get right, can be another exciting superstar caliber player on this team. They got the best prospect getting called up here pretty soon. Here's a ground ball, third base side by Noel. Foul ball here. What else? The Pirates, I think, are going to surprise people, at least those who, are just expecting another year of the same old from the Pirates. John Kinsey Noel homered his last time up. He's got a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and Big Christmas strikes out. Christmas will sit down. Here's, I almost called him Aaron Estrada. It's Tyro Estrada coming up. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Estrada 0 for 1, his average at 0.87. Is that Charlie Morton out there? Is there a Charlie Morton sighting at the ballpark? Oh, is he applying for his AARP card here? What is he doing? I guess now he's retiring in Florida. 0-1 the count on Estrada. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I don't know what a 47 touch base cap is, but I trust it's a nice fit. That is a ball outside Tyro. 1 ball and 2 strikes. YouTube is crapping out again. Oh, no. No. Come on, Roo. 1-2 is low. 2-2. Clevenger has thrown 30 pitches since entering the ball game. I wonder if there's any relation to the lefty Garrett Clevenger. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter. Down goes Tyro Estrada. That average now for him is, low. Like lower than my blood alcohol level. Here's Weston Wilson. First pitch to him is a strike, cutter at the bottom of the zone. Wilson's 0 for 1. Lined out to left his first time up. Oh, 1, swing and a miss. 2 strikes, 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Weird time for the Oriole home team stadium guy to play the bugle sound. You're going to play the bugle with bases empty, 2 down, and an 0-2 count with a 5-0 lead. Weston Wilson's going to challenge a called strike 3 on a breaking ball that broke around the plate and tried to hit the inside corner. We're going to see if it did. Here comes the challenge, and oh yeah, that had all the zone. Clevenger, that entire pitch was in the zone for strike 3. So Weston Wilson, I don't blame him for the challenge. Looking at it on TV, that looked like a borderline at best pitch, if not off the plate. But that one was in the zone. The inning is over. We are heading to the 5th, folks. The Orioles have a nice lead here. It's 5-0. Trevor Rogers should be set to come out to start the 5th. I want to see him go 6, or at least begin the 6th inning today. That would be very nice. Jägerschmash. Hey, folks. During the day game today, I made an announcement regarding our goals in terms of subscribers for games this season. I have one goal, and I think it's realistic. I don't think it's greedy. We have up there, way the hell up there in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, a sub count that currently reads 3,780. Now, that count does not move unless we get to every 10 subs, every interval of 10. So 3,790. When we get to that number will then flip on screen. I just want to see that number flip one time per game, folks. One time per game. If we get 10 subs, that's a guarantee. But on some days, if the count is already like 3,785, for example, then 5 subs might be enough to make it roll over once. But we want to make it a rollover one damn time. If you aren't a subscriber and you want to see that damn odometer move, pitch in, sub up, it's free. Button at the bottom of your screen. Come join the rest of us bird watchers. We'll treat you right. Trevor Rogers, first pitch of the top of the 5th is high to Billy Cook. 8-9-1 batters due up for the Pirates. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 92 on the fastball. Cook with a base hit his first time. Rogers gets the plate, but it's a little low. 2-1, the count. Last couple of years, Clevenger's been awful. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on Cook. Someone is trying to buy a majority stake in the Las Vegas Raiders from Mark Davis. A professional team in Vegas. What could go wrong, folks? What could go wrong? 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Rogers with the backdoor slider.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Jake Mangum, one away. First pitch strike, another nice slider on the backside of the plate to get ahead of Mangum 0-1. Mangum struck out his first time. There's a line drive over the glove of second base. Jeremiah playing near the bag. That one hit up the middle. A hard hit ball there by the number 9 batter, Mangum. He's on with a single. 1 out in the inning. Top of the order now, Triolo, who's 0 for 2. Hey, we've got some highlights of Gunnar Henderson's performance at the World Baseball Classic. We're proud of our Gunnar. That's a line drive, base hit to right center. That's going to get the runner from first to third. Mangum is going to get there with the throw cut off in the middle of the infield. The Pirates, back-to-back hits, have their first true rally of the day here. They have runners at the corners with 1 out. And Ryan O'Hearn is coming up. O'Hearn struck out looking on 3 pitches against Rogers last time up, 0 for 2. But he's had a very good spring, still hitting .345 despite the 0 for so far. Only 1 away. You got Brian Reynolds on deck, so 2 tough batters for Rogers to go after. Swing and a miss. First pitch slider. It's like Rogers is in the head of the hitters. It's like he knows exactly what pitch to throw and where. It doesn't have to be overpowering. It just has to be this exact pitch the batter is not looking for. He just seems to know. Changeup is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's what I get from Rogers. Again, I don't see anything. I watch him pitch, and I see these minuscule ERAs built now over the course of, 18 starts last year? So far this spring, I think I've figured it out. It's his intelligence. He's throwing the right pitch on just about every count. 1-1 pitch to O'Hearn. That is high. Rogers must have thought O'Hearn was going to look up there and chase it. He did not, though. The count is 2 balls and a strike. We'll trade a double play for a run here. 2-1. And that's a called strike, too. O'Hearn started his swing. He gave up on it. Pitch count for Rogers, I'll let you know in a sec. I think he was in the mid-60s on last check. Might be up in the 70s. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a foul ball. So we're about to get to pitch 70. 68 pitches from Rogers. The next will be 69. I said 69. How long will they let him go? I hope they try to get him to 80. That would be what I'd like to see. He's up to 70 now. That pitch inside. Full count on O'Hearn. Three-two pitch. Hit on the ground toward third. Charging it is Ramos. One play is to first. That's going to be an RBI ground out for Ryan O'Hearn. Jake Mangum will score. The Pirates get on the board for the first time here today. It's an RBI ground out for O'Hearn. The Orioles now lead at 5-1. There's 2 down. And a runner still at first base. Brian Reynolds will come up. Oh, wait a minute. I've got this wrong. There's a runner at second base. And Reynolds on the first pitch. Okay, I was behind on my board here. Reynolds with a 2-out RBI single up the middle. And he's got himself a stake. It's another hit. Hits from, what is that? 3 of the 4 past batters have gotten hits off of Rogers. 2 have scored. Another on at first with 2 down. And Rogers will continue here against Henry Davis. First pitch is inside. All right, at this stage, I would get somebody up. By the time he'd be ready, Rogers is probably going to be getting up to 80 pitches anyway. Here's a check swing. Did he go? No. It's 2-0 on Davis. Get somebody up. Get him up. There he is. We've got to look at the bullpen. Who do we have? Lloyd, a right-hander, is getting loose. He looks like the kind of guy that's only going to be used to get the final out of the inning. That kind of guy. This pitch is fouled away. We want Rogers to finish the inning, but it does look like it'll only be 5 innings today. Two and one, the pitch. Hit hard, but foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Pirates have scored twice here in the 5th. It's 5-2 Orioles. Pitch number 77 from Rogers. That is a check swing. Did he go? No. The count runs full. And the runner at first will take off on this 3-2 2-out pitch. Really want to see Rogers at least finish this inning. Pitch. Called. Strike 3. Inning over. Rogers did suffer some here in this inning. He gave up a couple of runs on 3 hits. 1 man left. Pirates have 7 hits today through 5 innings, but the Orioles lead where it counts in the run department. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway through, the Orioles are ahead 5-2.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's right, folks. Sammy Becerra will come up to hit in the next inning if anybody gets on base. He's due up 4th. We're all here for Becerra. Becerra, Becerra. No time is a good time for your life. Sorry. What's shaking? Hey, Shantae. You been sashaying in it at all lately? You better work. I'm in a singing mood right now. I think it's from Delirium. I'm delirious. Starship. Don't you remember we built this city? We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. God, I hate that song. There's 80s cheese, and then there's Jefferson Starship. What was that other one from the Mannequin movie? We got a new lefty on for the Pirates, Hunter Barco. Luis Vasquez will lead it off for the Orioles, and then it's the top of the order. Kjerstad is on deck, so our starters are going to get another trip through the order here. That misses. It's 2-0 on Vasquez. Barco last year between AA, AAA, pretty good numbers, sub-3 ERA. Fouled away by Vasquez. The count is 2-1. Let them say we're crazy. What do they know? Put your arms around me, baby. Don't ever let go. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're hot too hard. And we can build this thing together. Sorry. 2-2 pitch. That's a line drive, a one hopper to short. Whoa, that throw. A little bit of a lollipop throw there, but it's in time. And that's the first out here in the fifth. Here comes Silent J. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Folks, I need a shower just so I can have an excuse to keep singing. Kjerstad's 0 for 2. He really needs a hit. And he looks at strike one. My favorite moment of the career of Jefferson Airplane, which then became Jefferson Starship, which then became just Starship, is their appearance on the Star Wars Holiday Special. The infamous Star Wars Holiday Special back in the late 70s. 1-1 pitch to Kjerstad is way outside. 2-1 the count. Folks, silence, please. 2-1 the count. Barco goes into his windup, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Kjerstad could not catch up to the heater. Happy life day to you, KPK. Swing and a miss, and Kjerstad strikes out. He's hitting under 200 now. And, yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry, Silent J. Things looked promising for you. But give me the B for opening day on this roster. Here comes Leody Taveras, 2 down, bases empty. He's hitting from the right side against the lefty Barco. And this is a chopper, second base, charging and throw to first in time. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. On to the sixth. Baltimore lead this one 5-2. Folks, who here has seen the Star Wars Holiday Special? If you have not, I implore you to do so. They had a great idea, folks. This is what cocaine in the late 70s can do. You can convince a major network to put on a variety show starring Chewbacca and his Wookiee family. And folks, you know Chewbacca, he talks like this. But you know, in the movies, you know, it'd be Han Solo playing off of Chewie, and even though you don't know what Chewie's saying, you know, but sort of between his facial expressions and pitch of voice, you kind of understood what Chewie was trying to say, right? Well, imagine this great idea. You have a Christmas special where you're in the home of Chewbacca with his wife Mala his stepfather Itchy, and his son Lumpy. And you're in this house, and it's the three Wookiees talking to each other in that Wookiee style of language, without subtitles or without any humans to sort of play off of to let us know what the hell they're even saying. That is what you get for the first 15 minutes of this Christmas special. A bunch of Wookiees talking like this. Oh, that was a great idea. Here's Spencer Horwitz. He looks at a first pitch strike. Folks, Trevor Rogers is out to start the sixth. That was pitch number 79. How far is he going to go? Was Paul Lynde in the Star Wars Holiday Special? No, he was not. He was maybe the only guy from that era that wasn't in it. That's right, folks. I do Paul Lynde impressions. I'm trying to get a young crowd here. Horwitz fouls off a 1-1 pitch. It's a ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the sixth. Orioles ahead 5-2. Anybody want to hear my Charles Nelson Riley impression? 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Rogers is still blowing them away here in the sixth.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Albarnez is jogging out, and it looks like he was on a hard pitch count. He faced one batter, he struck him out, and that's it. Here comes Albie to take him out of the game. And yeah, right there in the mid-80s, right where I wanted to see his pitch count. Rogers departs to an ovation from this spring training crowd. I can't call it a standing ovation. Everybody's too lazy to get up. But that's it. Keegan Aiken is going to come in to relieve Rogers. One lefty for another. We're 1 out into the top of the 6th inning. Call to the bullpen. Folks, there ain't no faking, there ain't no mistaken. When it's time to bring home the bacon, you call upon Keegan Aiken. Be right back.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! No! 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 It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
I am the Cal Ripken of birthday cake.
Oreo.
Oh my God, I forgot about this button.
Oreo.
Oh my God, this button's being neglected during spring training with all these no-name players late in the game. I could have been hitting this button how many times?
Oreo. Oreo.
I thought that was the... What was that? It was nothing. It was nothing. And I thought that was the Chris Tucker one. Marked who? Oh, Chris is what?
What was that? It was bad. It had nothing. No fire, no energy, no nothing. You know I have a shoulder right here.
Okay, so that's what, and this is who.
Oreo.
All right. Keegan Aiken, that's who he is. We are back underway here. Nick York at the plate, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2, a changeup from Aiken. Rogers goes 5 1/3, scattered 7 hits, did not walk anybody, struck out 7, gave up 2 earned runs. Pitch is low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The ERA for Rogers sits at 2.51 on the spring. That's a little more realistic than the 1.38 he had before giving up those 2 runs. Who are you? Who are you? Aiken was in 64 games for Baltimore last season. His ERA at 3.41. It was lower than that until the final month or so of the season when they were asking him to pitch in higher leverage situations where he did not do so well. But the Aiken used in the right spot should be an ERA of 3 or a bit lower. We got a 2-2 count on York. Pitch. That's hit in the air to right. Backing up. Still backing up. Kerstad on the track makes the catch. Second time tonight, Kerstad has made a play on the run. Good for Silent J. He makes a nice running catch here for the second out. In the bottom of the sixth. Sorry, top of the sixth we are. Not the first time today I've forgotten if we're the home team or the road team. Nick Gonzalez is up. I'll be back on the screen in just a moment. 2 down, bases empty. Pitch is fouled off to the left.
Who are you? Who are you?
You can't ask that question any better than Mandy Patinkin asks it in The Princess Bride.
Who are you?
That's how you ask that question. Like if I open my front door and a stranger is standing there, I want to be able to say this.
Who are you? Who are you?
0-2 on Gonzalez. Let's get out of this quickly. The pitch. Line drive, foul down into the corner. Still 0-2. Down in the corner, out in the street, where the Pope boys are playing nickel tappy feet. Bring a nickel tappy feet. There's a swing and a miss. Aiken with a strikeout to end the inning, folks. Might as well stay off camera for a minute and take a little break. At the end of 5.5, the Orioles lead at 5-2.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Bow. Bow. Bow.
He met a strange friend in the...
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Oh, boy, is this great!
We're number one.
Call it the Baltimore Miracle or some shit.
This is Sparta!
Do you have ways of showing you're angry? Are there things that make you angry? Do you have ways of showing you're angry?
All right. Hey, is that the actress from Community? She must be on Ozempic, too. Good grief. These Hollywood people. They all want to look like they're malnourished. Hey, folks, I'm rich, I'm famous, and I have that really sexy malnourished look. Makes total sense. All right. Sammy's up, folks. Slamming Sammy Basayo's got 2 home runs tonight. Make some noise in the Charm City chat.
Sammy.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Split between Kjerstad and Beavers. Neither has had a great spring. I think it will come down to these next couple of games. Line drive base hit in the right field for Basayo. And he will have himself a 3-hit day. Every ball hit on a rope. Sammy is looking sharp. Get him out there for opening day. Let's go. Let's go. Where's my faucet? Where is it? Damn it. Brian Ramos up at the plate. Outside ball 1. Barco, the lefty for the Pirates, is still out here. He was out there in the 5th inning. Ramos has struck out both times up so far tonight. He was hitting pretty well coming into this game. He has yet to make contact. 1-0 pitches up and away, 2-0. Catcher will come out to talk to Barco. That doesn't look like Henry Davis. I think we've got changes for the Pirates. No, that is Henry Davis. All right, never mind. Never mind then. The 1-0 pitch up and oh, that looks like a repeat. Wait a minute. My game just skipped. I'm watching the same thing I just saw. Am I in a loop? I don't know, but I guess I fell behind because it's not skipping back. I just saw that pitch happen twice, and I don't know why. The sun is setting here in Bradenton. The Orioles have a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner at first, nobody out. Ramos with a 2-0 count. And the pitch to him is fouled away. Once again, folks, tomorrow night, and again, it's a night game. We only have a couple of day games left here in the spring. And just a few games at all. 2-1 fouled away, 2-2 on Ramos. First pitch is just after 6:30 p.m. We'll be on the air at 6:20. Okay? Get here at 6:20 if you want to know all the news and notes going into tomorrow's game. How are we doing on that like count, folks? It's been a while. We're closing in on 40. Again, I was trying to get to 100, folks. If we can get to over 40, and then we add in the vertical side, I think that might get it done. Folks, if you're here right now and you haven't hit that like button, for those who have already, first let me tell you guys, thank you so much, and thank you for tolerating the occasional request to get these likes up. 2-2 pitch to Ramos. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. 1 away. Ramos has struck out 3 times here in this one. All right, yeah, so please, just 1 away from 40. Anything beyond that is gravy, but I think 40-something will get the total likes today between the 2 games up to 100. And that's a good day, a good day's work. Jeremiah Jackson looks at strike 1, a slider from Barco. Jeremiah 1 for 2, a single back in the 2nd. He came around to score on that, I believe, on that Noel home run, right? We've got a count of a ball and a strike. Neither team has made a substitution yet, and we are in the bottom of the 6th. Just another indication that we're getting a little closer to the real thing, folks. Look at the smile on Basayo's face out there at first base. This guy just breathes baseball, doesn't he? He's right where he belongs. 2-1 pitches outside. We got a 3-1 count on Jeremiah, folks. Come on. And the sun is coming up over here in Thailand, folks. The lighting on my end might start to get a little funky. Don't worry, I'm not having any health issues. This ball is going to get flared out to right field, and a play at second as Basayo had to see if that ball would be caught or not. It never looked like it would be, but Sammy, I guess, didn't get a good read off the bat. Was pretty far from second base when the catch was made. He had to hustle. Not when the catch was made, when the ball landed in front of the outfielder. And he had to hustle to second to get there in time. But, yeah, it's a hit for Jeremiah. 2 on with 1 out. Here's Big Christmas. Last at-bat he struck out, but 2 at-bats ago he hit a home run to straightaway center field. And he's got 2 ducks on the pond right now. 1 out. A chance to blow this thing open. Let's go. 1-0 on Noel. Pitch. Swing and a miss. A slider from the lefty that started outside. Might have caught the outside corner. Probably not a good pitch for Noel to swing at. 1-1. Oh, that was one to swing at. That slider broke into the middle of the plate. Noel just gave up on it. So based on the previous 2 pitchers, I would not be surprised if Noel went to the well a third time. Or excuse me, Barco went to the well a third time with another slider. He checks Basayo back at second. He looks once more. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that's a heater. Fouled away. On the outer corner of the plate. Good pitch on 1-2. Joe Singley is being interviewed, our Orioles catching coach and field coordinator. 1-2 pitch. That's a big chop. Third base. It's going to hit the foul line, and the English will kick it foul before it reaches third base. So a foul ball there for Noel. So this guy is going to focus on the catchers. Well, he's got Albanez as the boss. Albie's sitting right on the other side of some netting there, listening to every word this dude's saying. You better say the right things, dude. Albie's sitting right there. Man, look at the big boys on this Orioles team. You got Basayo at second. You got Noel up there at the plate. These are some big-ass dudes. 1-2 the count. The pitch, hit on the ground, foul, third base side. I don't know if I can handle Ryan Ripken doing the color. It's like listening to the Ryan Ripken show. But I'm watching a game here. No offense, Ryan. You know, I'm staying in my lane. That's all I'm saying. 1-2 the count on Noel. First and second, 1 out. The pitch. Another ground ball, third base side, foul. That one landed in the camera well over there. Foul. 5 foul balls so far in this at-bat by Noel. You would love to see an at-bat like this end with something big. 1-2 pitch. Another one fouled off. Same area. When did you first meet Albanez? Albie's looking right at him right now. All right, Noel lifts off to right field. Will it carry? No. It's going to stay in the yard right on the edge of the warning track. Basayo's going to tag and chug his way over to third base. There are 2 down in the inning now. Runners at first and third for Baltimore. Noel flies out to deep right. Alvarez, again, he has the cadence of a bird, like the... Albie looks like he's... what is Albie saying? Thairo Estrada looks at a fastball outside for ball 1. So Basayo is at third base now after tagging up on that fly ball. First and third, Jeremiah at first. And this 1-0 pitch is fouled off by Thairo. I'm about ready to cut this dude. 1-1 the count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Barco has thrown 38 pitches since coming in. So I'm starting to think he's more than just a middle reliever. The 1-2. That's a called strike 3. A Thairo Estrada with another hitless day in an Oriole uniform. There's just no way this guy. Come on. Hello, we got some legs here. He's got legs. He knows how to use them. Folks, are we getting into the late innings now? I'm starting to run out of gas. Yes, we are. Top of the 7th is coming up. Isn't it? Tell me it is. 7th inning. It's the Orioles 5, the Pirates 2. We've got a minor league contract for our boy. Okay, stash away. Stash him away. But if I need a middle infielder, I don't know if he's the first guy I want to call up. Guy has done absolutely nothing in his month of spring work here. I mean, I remember one bad play in the field. Not to mention he can't hit. I've had Thairo Estrada on a team or two playing my MLB The Show game. I know he's been around the block. There's a chance for there to be something there, but I'm just happy that some of these other guys we invited to camp are showing that something is there. You know, not everybody's going to. Brian Ramos has had a bad game today, but he had 3 hits just a day or two ago. Last game or 2 games ago he played. Hey, our closer's coming in. Our closer is coming in right here in the 7th inning, folks. It's Helsley in the 7th.
Close the door.
And then you'll burn in hell.
Folks, Ryan Helsley. First pitch is ball 1 to Billy Cook. Trevor Rogers has been mic'd up. Swing and a miss on a slider, 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. The one thing I know about Thairo Estrada, assuming that the attributes on the video game match up even close to the real thing, and typically they do. Sometimes they get it wrong if a player, like, you know, is kind of relatively obscure to start the season. They put him in the game, and then he goes off to have a... Like Nick Kurtz, for example. At the beginning of last year, if you had Nick Kurtz on like the original lineup or roster, I mean, of the game, he isn't nearly as highly rated as he is now. Here's a slow roller up the third baseline, and wisely, Ramos waits for it to roll foul. It does with about 10 feet to go before getting to third base. So foul ball here. And what was I going to say? Yeah, Tyro Estrada. I've used him in the game. He's got one of the weakest throwing arms. It's like he's got like a 34 rating, which is like extremely low. For any infield position, second base is really the one place you can get away with it. So that tells me that you can really only play him at second base. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Down goes Billy Cook. It's a strikeout for our closer, Helsley. Folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Ryan Helsley strikes out the first batter he sees. Jake Mangum will come up 1 for 2. Paul Lynde and Kiss in a Halloween special. Just more late 70s cocaine-driven madness on network television. Folks, television used to be must-see TV. And he just had a handful of channels, which meant likely whatever the best thing on was on, the whole country watched it together. And then the next day, you'd talk to people about what you watched on TV the night before. Remember that? We have a count of what? Jake Mangum is up here. One down. And a 1-1 count. Okay, this pitch is low. 2-1 on Mangum. Two balls and a strike on Jake Mangum. The pitch. Here's a high chopper to short. Big bounce right there. A helpful bounce. And Vasquez will throw out Mangum for out number 2. Here comes that prospect I was telling you about. Another reason to be excited about the Pirates this season. Connor Griffin. This guy is the number 1 rated prospect coming into this season. And he is up to hit here against the closer, Helsley, for Baltimore. First pitch bounces in there for ball 1. Griffin's only hitting 194 in the spring. I know he had an early home run. I was assuming that he was on track to be a part of the opening day roster and maybe opening day lineup, but maybe not. He's in the shortstop position, but he can play in center field as well, Connor Griffin. The count is 2-0 on him right here. 4 homers in the spring. I think like 3 of those came in the first week. And I have to think that only a couple of his hits are not home runs. If he's hitting under 200 with 4 home runs, I bet you his non-home runs are equal or less to the number of home runs he hit for total hits. What does he have? That pitch is fouled away. It's 2-2 on Griffin. Bases empty, 2 down, top of the 7th. The nightfall is here in Sarasota. Here comes the pitch. Check swing. Looks like he went. They appeal. He did. Connor Griffin strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And that's one clean inning with 2 strikeouts from our new closer, Ryan Helsley. Folks, I wish I could play more of that song, but any more than that, and I'm going to get a copyright claim. And then I have to edit the song out of the stream, which means that has to remove the live chat replay, and nobody wants that. 4 homers, 3 non-homers. There you go. BW sneaks another one in. Hey, folks, we've reached 7th inning stretch. You know why I know? Because George has already done what everybody else is required to do right now for the 2nd time today. Or for me tonight, coming up on the 7 a.m. hour for your boy BW. This is insane. This is who does this? Who streams like this? Folks, it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. I'm not going to yell it.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
I've done it once tonight already. It was like 2:30 in the morning. I got neighbors.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
It's just now 7 a.m.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
And I live in an area where people are less likely to be mad if you make noise at 2 in the morning versus 7 in the morning.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
You feel me? All right. We're underway in the bottom of the 7th. La Sorsa, a lefty. Was he not on Team Italy in their bullpen? Weston Wilson with a fly ball to center field. Backing up and making the catch out there is Billy Cook. Joe La Sorsa was with the Reds last season. I swear this guy was on Team Italy, wasn't he? He's got an Italian look to him, I can tell you that. First pitch is in there for a strike, a slider to Luis Vasquez. Vasquez is 0 for 2. Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count. Both times up, Vasquez is grounded out to shortstop. Average currently 267. Oh, La Sorsa, I just heard Kevin Brown mention the words WBC. So, yeah, he was at least in the tournament. Yep, Italian. Okay. Here's a ball hit to right. And it'll be caught on the run out there by Ryan O'Hearn. Fairly deep right field. O'Hearn making the catch in front of the track. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. 6.75 ERA for Italy. So Griffin stays in the game for the Pirates. He's at shortstop. Escudero is the new catcher for Pittsburgh. Scherer at first base for Horowitz. Callahan at second. Nick York moves to third base or second base. One of the two. Oh, York is out of the game. Callahan at second. Nick Gonzalez moves to third. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop. He will charge it and throw out Heston Kjerstad, who has now gone 0 for 4 tonight. And that ends the 7th inning. Folks, Kjerstad down to $190. He is in a real funk. Whatever confidence he had going is going to be tested here. Garcia is a new left fielder taking over for Mangum in the number 9 spot. The Orioles have yet to make a change as we head into the 8th inning. It's the same 9 guys. There's no way they're going to go all game like this. Just go ahead and make it hard on me. I said hard on. Hey, folks, I'm going to step away for a minute, all right? Don't go anywhere. I'm going somewhere, but that don't mean you go anywhere, all right? Thanks.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when
Oh, this chair hurts my ass after a doubleheader. You know what? Screw it. Let me get some extra padding here. Oh boy, it looks like Heston Kjerstad might have come up a little bit limp running down the first base line on his last ball put in play while swinging a bat. Kjerstad has left the field of play, and he might have an issue. Grant Wolfram is on to pitch. Well, Phantom, I think we're going to go ahead and have that debate probably answered with this game here tonight. As Ryan O'Hearn, still in the ball game, takes a look at a called strike. Grant Wolfram is out here. He's our best lefty, I guess, going into this season. And there's a strike, a sinker. Makes it 1-2. Last season, Wolfram put up numbers that make you not too excited about what he can do for us. A 5.40 ERA, a whip of 1.88. Nothing to get excited about, but he's just coming from the start here in spring and has been very effective. 2-2 pitch to O'Hearn. Swing and a miss, and Wolfram keeps on keeping on.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah, definitely a leg thing, probably a hammy thing. He walked off on his home power. I don't think it's like a tear, but it's probably some kind of strain. Gray is at the plate and a swing and a miss. Right-handed hitter. Wolfram gets a swing and miss on pitch one. Murph Gray. Hey, Murph. M-U-R-F. Not Murph like short for Murphy, like M-U-R-P-H. M-U-R-F. Murph. I mean, that's close to Smurf. One pitch is over the plate but low. 2-1. So, yeah, bad news for Silent J, folks. Oh, I'm still off screen. Sorry. Doesn't look good. We have no idea if it's a major thing or not. That's a ball hit well in the right center field. Going back on the track, sticking out his glove is Taveras. He can't get it. The ball bounces over for a ground roll double. I thought Taveras could maybe make a play on this. I want to see him make a play on a ball like this. A long run. Oh my, the batter stumbled his way to first base. That's a little embarrassing. Long run for Taveras. He covered the ground well, but couldn't close down the catch. Runner at second with one away. And pitch inside. Who's up? This is Tyler Callahan, left-handed hitter. Was with the Reds for part of the last season before joining the Pirates. 1-0. Called a strike. The Orioles do have some changes on defense. I'll give them to you here after the next pitch. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 on Callahan. Hodo is the new right fielder for Kjerstad. Retzback is the new catcher for Basayo. T.T. Bowens is in at first for Noel. The other 6 positions are unchanged. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul ball right at the plate. Wolfram rubs up a new baseball. It is the dark of night, folks. Haven't seen a whole lot of night baseball this spring. I prefer day baseball, but it's exciting to see some night games here. Also better for my sleep schedule. This pitch was low, and on the play, the runner, I think, just moved up to second base. So 1 out, runner at second, 2-2 the count on Callahan. The pitch hit on the ground to second. Should be routine. Estrada over to first in time. Second out with the runner now at third base. Murph gets his way to third with 2 down. Garcia will come up to hit. Just Nixon Garcia. I hope I said that name right. First pitch swinging, fouls it away. Oh, yeah, I'm getting pinker by the minute. That's what she said. Let's see if I can find another setting on this lighting setup here. Swing and a miss on the 0-1. It's 0-2 on Garcia. I think my best bet is just to go here and then go super bright. That's slightly better, I guess. Whatever. 0-2, 2 outs. Runner at third for the Pirates. The Orioles lead it 5-2 in the top of the 8th. BW is running out of steam. But he'll be back tomorrow for a 6:30 game against the frickin' Yankees. You better be here. 0-2 pitch. Line, straight behind the plate. That line drive was right dead center to where watching it on TV, you couldn't tell if it was coming at you or going back behind you or backwards. It went backwards. 0-2, the pitch. That's way inside. Garcia has to back out of the way and loses his balance. He will work his way back around into the box here with a count of 1-2 strikes. 2 down, runner at third. Wolfram looking to retire Garcia. A pitch in the dirt. A curveball makes it 2-2. 20 pitches now from Wolfram. You'd like to see a reliever pitch 1 inning without going over the 20-pitch mark. Hopefully it won't be much longer before the end of the inning. Swing and a miss. That'll do it. Curveball, strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Orioles lead at 5-2. Last chance to add on. Let's go. Brian Ramos, Jeremiah Jackson, Weston Wilson, Tyro Estrada, Leody Taveras, and Luis Vasquez. 6 of the 9 players in the starting lineup are still in the game as of right now. We'll see if that remains true before the next pitch. Folks, might I urge you to help out the channel in any which way you can. It is an ongoing one battle after another. Just a little timely Oscar humor for everybody. We are over the 40 like mark. 43, folks. If we can just get her to about 45, 50, if you're nasty, then I think we're going to get 100 total likes on the day between the first game against the Yankees and this one here tonight. Thousands of people have showed up. By the way, folks, I spent about a week or so checking my phone on a daily basis to see that that meter click over to 1 million views. And as you're monitoring it, it's set to like 999,000 point. So it's point. So you're into the hundreds, right? So it might be 999,700 something right before it hit a million. Now that I'm at a million, it just reads 1.0 M, which means that thing I was looking at and watch move every day, it's not going to be 1.1 M, which is the next number up. It's going to take 100,000 views. That's several weeks at least. So the practice of looking at that now that it's at a million is basically pointless. Taveras with a pop-up. That ball just out of reach of Callahan, who into the camera well with his glove to try to catch it. Could not. Taveras is still in this game and is at the plate with a count of a ball and a strike. Diamond is the new pitcher on for D. Diamond. If you tell me his first name's Dustin, I'm getting my coat and I'm leaving. Derek Diamond. Ground ball, base hit up the middle for Taveras. Okay, buddy. Taveras joins the hit parade. He's 1 for 3. Leadoff man on, and folks, who wants to see, show of hands, who wants to see with a 3-run lead late in the ball game, Taveras a leadoff single? He has the reputation for stealing bases. Who would like to see him try to do that right now? I would. Maverick Hanley's up to pinch hit. And he pops it straight up on the first pitch in a shallow center field. Make it right field. The cameraman tracking the center fielder the whole way until the last minute. Catch made in right by Garcia for the Pirates. There's one down here in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, Taveras, I want to see. Go. There's one down. Still time to try it. Brian Ramos is coming up. He is still in the ball game, 0 for 3. That Ofer has dropped his average like 40 points. There goes the runner. Taveras is going to swipe it. Folks, BW on top of it. Meep, meep. Leody Taveras swipes a base. He gets in there. That takes the ground ball double play away with 1 out already in the inning. And a base hit should score him. 2 chances to do it now. Ramos with a count of a ball and no strikes. Pitch. Hit up the middle. Shortstop will glove it to his left. Throws off balance in time. Nice play. And Taveras works his way up to third with 2 down. Connor Griffin, the blue chip prospect making that play at shortstop, looking pretty good. All right, last chance, we think. Last out to work with anyway. Jeremiah Jackson. 2 for 3 already today. Takes one low and away for ball 1. Well, this is nice for a change. We still got starters in there, and we're facing some of the scrubs from the opposing team. Swing and a miss. A slider. Jeremiah missed it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Boom, boom, boom. 1-1 pitch. Low, 2-1.
You know I love the ladies.
Jeremiah. Two-one pitch to him. Line drive, a 1 bouncer to short. Griffin over to first and plenty of time, and the inning is over. The Orioles get a runner to third, but can't get him in. They will head to the 9th inning with a 3-run lead. It's Baltimore 5, Pittsburgh 2, 3 outs to go, folks. 3 outs to go in 1 week until opening day. Charm City chat, tell me you can't wait. Baby, I can't wait. Sorry. Folks, what do you want me to do? As a child, I was locked in a room with a radio. This is all I got. Even the really bad songs. Even the really bad ones, folks. If it's like late 80s or something, forget it. Etched into the brain. Can't get it out. What do you want? You want some Amy Grant? I'll drop some Amy Grant on you. Look out. Twins going down at our new big scoreboard at Camden Yards next weekend. The new big scoreboard. Folks, are they going to blast BW's image up there in 4K on a screen 4 stories tall or whatever the hell it is? Come on. Get me up there. I'll scare the shit out of everybody. Top of the 9th. Jackson Kowar. This guy for me is on the bubble. I don't think we have a way of holding on to him. Phantom, you got a confirmation on that? Kowar is in a situation where I think either he makes the opening day roster or we say goodbye. And for that reason, and with some pedigree behind him, I think we're going to give him a chance. He'll be on a short leash, if I'm right. And then if it doesn't work out, we'll cut him. But if he can catch fire, we got ourselves what was a end of first round draft pick from about 5 years ago. There's a swing and a miss. It's 1-2 on the Pirate catcher Berg. I can't replace Melanie. I'm only a B cup. 1-2 the count. He'll take me over Mel Proctor? Or Mel from Mel's Diner? I hope I'm at least better than that one guy. God, what was his name? I always forget his name. Here's a ball fouled away. Who was the guy Michael Reggie. Michael Reggie. Do you guys remember Reggie? Oh, God, he was the worst. He was the worst we ever had, in my humble view. Mel Torme. Oh, Melanie. You'll take me over Melanie? All right, but my price tag's a little higher, buddy. Better open up that wallet. I don't know. You might be on the Melanie plan, my friend. This is not Mel Torme. Coar with a leadoff walk. That's not going to help his prospects of making the team. Here's a ground ball by Williams, who's pinch hitting right now in the 7th spot of the Pirate order. Alika Williams. I remember that name. Last season in AAA. So, yeah, we'd have to cut him. If he clears waivers, he could return to the team. This ball is hit in the air to right. The helmet for Alika Williams comes off. Catch is made out in right field by Hodor. Hodor. Folks, it's a regular Game of Thrones here. All right, so there you go. Sunday, Washington. Monday, Washington. Tuesday and Wednesday are off days, and then Thursday, folks, the real deal. We're playing the Twins. It counts. Here's Tate. Another pinch hitter, Josh Tate. He's got a nice little mustache rocking there. It looks almost like a prop. It looks like a high schooler who found a mustache in drama class. Hey, folks, there's a beautiful shot of the brand new club area. Oh, and look, folks, look at this beautiful, completely original. Dude, that photo was so cringe. Folks, these photoshopped photos of this lounge area. I caught the guy staring at a wall like this. They worked him into this shot. They basically stuck everybody into this shot. I don't know if you guys caught it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. 1-2 the count on Tate. Runner at first, 1 out in the top of the 9th. We got 2 outs to go for a win. And that pitch is fouled away. Now, I don't know how much Coar can do well here to impress, considering he's facing some Pirate scrubs. I guess the only thing he can do is maybe blow his chances by having a bad inning. He's got 1 runner on here, and this pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, yeah, the concept photos. That's the word I'm looking for. Concept photos. Look at that giant scoreboard out. Oh, that's not our new scoreboard. That's the scoreboard here at Ed Smith Stadium. Hello, Hank. Swing and a miss on a 2-2 pitch. Tate strikes out. 1 out to go, folks. Folks, Hank got here just in time for the last out of the ball game. The batter is Scherer. Are you sure? I hope I'm sure. Scherrer. Errer. And Bingo was his name-o? What the hell kind of name is this? Scherer. Scherer has a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out in the 9th inning. Coar on the mound for the Orioles. trying to get this final out. If he does, the Orioles will finish today with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Orioles had a lead late against the Yankees earlier today, but some rat bastard came in the 9th inning and blew it. 2-1 pitch to Scherzer is hit hard to right field. Could be trouble. That ball is down fair. It bounces off the foul pole for a ground rule double. So that helps us. The runner on base forced to stop at third. Second and third. It will get the tying run up here with 2 down in the 9th for the Pirates. Phantom, I prefer my pronunciation. Thank you very much. Sure. It's kind of like when you're trying to start up a lawnmower and it makes that noise like sure. Sure. Here's a ball hit to center field. Should end the ball game. Taveras to his left, ways off the right fielder, makes the catch, and the Orioles are in the win column. It's been a while. It's double-digit wins here in the spring, folks. The Orioles win this one against the Pirates. Final score, 5-2. Folks.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
All right, let's talk about it. The Orioles are 10-12-3 on the spring with a win here this evening against the Pirates. Final score 5-2. We were out hit today, 8-7. Neither team made an error. The Orioles got out to a 3-0. Oh, excuse me. They got out to a 5-0 lead and then held on the rest of the way, scoring in each of the first 3 innings. Sammy Basallo with a solo shot in the first. John Kinsey Noel with a 2-run bomb in the second, and Basallo made it a 2-homer day with a 2-run bomb of his own in the third. Jeremiah Jackson and Leody Taveras coming in to score on those 2 homers, those 2-run homers from Noel and Basallo, respectively. That made it 5-0, and we held on the rest of the way. That was the score going into the bottom of the 5th. The Pirates, going into the top of the 4th. The Pirates managed to put up 2 in the top of the 5th on an RBI ground out from Ryan O'Hearn and an RBI single by Brian Reynolds. That was the only real tough time of it here today for Trevor Rogers, who I would think has made his final spring start before opening day next week. He went 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, did not walk anybody, struck out 7, 2 earned runs. Keegan Aiken went 2/3 of an inning, did not give up a hit or a walk, struck out 1 of the 2 guys he got out. Ryan Helsley, our new closer, clean inning. And I think the Pirates still had their starters in at that point. 2 strikeouts, no walks, no hits for Helsley. His spring ERA remains at 0. Grant Wolfram does it again. He did give up a hit, but he struck out 2. No runs. Again, ERA of 0 for Wolfram. And then Jackson Kowar came in and finished it up in the 9th inning. His ERA is down to like a flat 2. Let me refresh this. They're still saying there's 1 out in the 9th. This game's over. No, Kowar is below 2 now on his ERA, 1.80. So, yeah, Kowar for me is still on the bubble. If I had to make a prediction, if the team were to go, if it's that last game against the Nats and 2 days off and then opening day, if that was right now, I think Kowar makes this team. just because I think we want to give him a shot. Otherwise, we have to, again, put him on waivers. We got other guys we can stash, and if Kowar doesn't work out, you know, you give him a short leash, you cut him, and then you call up one of the guys that you stash. I think that just makes sense. But yeah, for me, he'd probably be the guy with the least amount of job security, whether you're talking hitters or pitchers, if he does indeed make this opening day roster. I'm just guessing, folks. If you don't think Kowar has a shot, that's fine. I think he does. We know Aiken's making the team. We know Helsley's making the team. And we know Wolfram's making the team. All three of those pitched today. We know Tyler Wells is in the bullpen. We know Yenier Canoa's in the bullpen. That's 5 arms right there. Who else are we talking about here? Who are we missing? Not sure. I should know, but my brain has kind of reached its... My battery life is it's blinking right now. But yeah, there's somebody else in the mix. Again, Dietrich Enns, I'm thinking he might not be making the team. Not bad, not a lot of looks, and not just not a lot of looks, but not a lot of looks in, you know, facing, you know, you want to see him facing better batters than he got here, right? So if we're going to trust him enough to take a spot in the roster, give him a chance to face, you know, bring him out in the 4th or 5th. Well, I guess that's too early at this stage. Whatever. First guy you go to, 5th or 6th inning, bring him on out. Hopefully the team's still got their starters out there, and let's give him some real matchups here. See what we're working with. Let me take a look at this Orioles roster right now as it stands, because there have been... Let me see who's left on this. By the way, there's a spring breakout game. What day is that? What day are we on here? That's a Friday. Is that tomorrow night for the spring breakout game? Wait a minute. So wait a minute. I'm sitting here talking about calling the Yankee game. What about the spring breakout game? I forgot. It's the same night, and they're only like a half hour apart. I haven't made a thumbnail yet for the Yankee game. I forgot, folks. I might have to retract my earlier announcement. Luckily, I haven't made a thumbnail. I've not made an event yet on the channel for Orioles Yankees tomorrow night. But I think the spring breakout game, I think, is just a little more interesting to watch. So let me leave it up to you guys. How many people are still here? 26. All right, that's a nice number. Don't run out the door. I'm going to create a quick poll. Which game do you want me to call tomorrow? Okay, it's that simple. You guys let me know. Which game do you want? Oh, God, I can't spell. I'm trying to be fast, and it's making me slow down. Tomorrow night. Spring breakout or Orioles versus Yankees? I should say O's spring breakout. In case you don't know, folks, the spring breakout game is a feature game where our top prospects go head-to-head against another team's top prospects. Carl, the poll is coming in, buddy. No need to type it in. Just answer the poll. It is now out there. Albanez was talking about being more concerned with guys being able to get players out on both sides of the plate than to have extra lefties. So ends may not get any extra consideration over a righty. Yeah, I just like to have, 3 lefties if we can. But if we don't have, if our third lefty is trash, then no, I'd rather just go with the best pitcher. Yeah, I'm not married to matchups. I'm not married to it. But ideally, when you're building a roster, and the Orioles put a lot of work into building this off-season roster, and I just feel like the one area that they had an opportunity to address but didn't was to go out there and get an established left-handed late inning guy, and they didn't. Now, I'm happy that Grant Wolfram looks like he could take on that role, but he has to do it when it counts. It's not like we're basing our opinion of Wolfram from what he did on the mound in regular season toward the end of last year. We're really just basing it on how he's looked in the spring. And once you flip the calendar, once you wipe the chalkboard and everything starts to be real, you don't necessarily know if things are going to translate with Grant Wolfram. We hope so, but if it doesn't, that's, again, I get it. You want to use your best pitchers, but you need to have some lefties. It'd be one thing if we had only two lefties, and those two lefties were very established, very, dependable. But that's, I don't think we'd be honest if we said that was the case. Aiken is pretty dependable if you have him in the right role. Wolfram is kind of like we're hoping for the best. And everything does look good. I want to be optimistic. But there's not a whole lot of track record there. And again, if he doesn't pan out, now you're down to just one reliable lefty. And to me, that's not going to cut it. I understand what Albanese is saying, and I agree to a degree. If we're in this situation, as it is, and Enns doesn't look good enough to make the team, then he shouldn't just because he's a lefty. But we should have prepared for that potential, need for three decent options from the left side. I think you should at least have three options. Maybe you don't go with the three, but if we're going to not stick with Enns, he does get cut. So it's not like you just pull him out of AAA if he looks good. He just gets cut. I think somebody else would scoop him up. I don't know. But just read on MLB TR that former O's pitcher Grayson Rodriguez will begin the year on the DL with a, quote, dead arm. Okay, I'm going to check this out on Twitter. Yeah, folks, Grayson Rodriguez this spring, his fastball velo was down on average like another mile and a half for the second straight year. I told you we sold the Angels a bag of balls. Folks, if you're not paying attention to the Angels, they make a lot of very questionable trades. They really take some risks and kind of just throw stuff at the wall to see if it sticks kind of stuff. I'm trying to check on Grayson. Here we go. Well, it says could begin the season. Did we get the could in there? All right, Bam is writing will. I've got from 2 hours ago from the Just Baseball Twitter account that Grayson Rodriguez is dealing with arm soreness and could begin the season on the IL, per Rhett Bollinger. So, original source, Rhett Bollinger. Let's see what he said. Okay, looks like he's a beat writer for the Angels. Here's the original report from Rhett Bollinger. Grayson is dealing with some arm soreness. Kurt Suzuki called it dead arm. Still a chance he's ready for the season if he feels better in the coming days, but they're monitoring him, but could be an IL candidate. Good luck. Good luck with that. Is he good enough? Is he not good enough? Is he going to be ready? Can we, have a timetable for a return, or is it just going to be monthly updates of, well, he might return? It's already starting. It's already starting. Welcome to the Angels, Mr. Rodriguez. Good luck to you, pal. No offense. I'm not sitting here trying to dunk on you now that you're no longer with us, but I'm just done. I'm done dealing with this. Still a chance if he feels better in the coming days, but they're monitoring. No, how about this? No chance. How about that? How about take any optimistic outcome that you might have in mind for Grayson and just throw it away because it ain't happening. Take the, what's the longest time? What would that be? I would probably err on that side. Grayson Rodriguez, good grief. Somebody else's problem. We got Taylor Ward hitting leadoff for an offense that's going to be top 5 in baseball. That's what we got back. Let's go. All right, maybe just for 1 year, but let's make that year count. Hey, folks, I'm about to sign off, and I'm taking a look here at the like count. It's at 49. One more like. Are you out there? Do you exist? There aren't many people left. I've got a feeling one of my buddies is calling some college basketball right about now. So I'm going to redirect you to somebody. Let's try to get to 50 likes, folks, as the viewer count in the room is dwindling down. Going to set us up here for a redirect. Either to JJ or somebody else. Probably JJ. We do a lot of back scratching for each other here, folks. There he is. He's covering, it looks like, what is that, Virginia Commonwealth against UNC? That's what it looks like. VCU versus UNC, folks. I got a feeling the Tar Heels are the favorites for this. It's going to go out on a limb. Without having any clue as to the brackets or anything going on with March Madness this season, I'm going to just make a wild prediction that UNC is the top seed in that matchup. I'm just, I'm crazy like that. All right, we got JJ all set up. Okay, folks, that's going to just about do it. Alan is still over there on the vertical side. Thanks for being here, Alan. Eric as well. Phantom, thanks for helping out with the modding on both sides of the channel. Thanks to everybody else in the Charm City chat for hanging out, hitting the like button. No new Magic members, no super chats, no super stickers. But we did get to 50 likes, so there you go. All righty, folks. That's going to do it for me. I'll be back in about 22 hours, something like that, for Orioles. Oh, wait a minute. No, I got to... Hold on. One more thing. Spring breakout. Let me look at this a little closer. Get a little closer. Oh, I forgot to look at the damn... Oh, wait a minute. This is the poll. Only 5 votes? Only 5 votes? Holy cow. America, what is up with you guys in democracy? Do you want it or don't you? Right. Well, of the 5 votes, we have ourselves a landslide, folks. You all want Orioles-Yankees. You don't care about the spring breakout game. Fair enough. We'll go with that. Orioles-Yankees tomorrow night. I'm glad I asked you because I was going to, honestly, without your input, I was going to go with the spring breakout game. 3 Orioles on the spring breakout game. Nate George, Rick Honeycutt, Vance Honeycutt, and you forget the third. I thought I heard Trey Gibson was starting the game. That's what I heard. I heard Trey Gibson was starting the game. Again, another reason, if you weren't interested, folks, into tuning into that. But instead, you guys are going to put up with Orioles-Yankees tomorrow night. I don't think I have a starter for the Orioles. Let me run it back and see if they made an announcement for a starter for tomorrow night. You're welcome, Carl. Again, I'm surprised. I thought there would be at least some interest in the spring breakout game. Yep. 7 hours ago, Rockabatko tweeted Trey Gibson starting spring breakout for the Orioles. Zach Eflin, meanwhile, will start Friday night. Tomorrow night. Friday night. Yeah, tomorrow night's game against the Yankees, Zach Eflin's going to be on the mound. Okay. We're going to watch Orioles and Yankees tomorrow night. 6:30 is right about first pitch. Get here at 6:20 to get here on time and make BW happy. 6:20 p.m., folks. You can get your dinner in early, get it out of the way. Just wolf it down right at 6, and you got time. Come on over here at 6:20, and we'll watch Orioles play the Yankees again. All right? Until then, folks, that's going to do it for me. Somehow the like count went from 50 down to 49. Ain't that about a kick in the head? That's all right. We'll hit it back up to 50. We'll be fine, folks. We'll be fine. Until tomorrow evening, folks, this has been the Birdwatcher. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. I will chirp at you later.